I've got one thing that I'm ending with purposely. I want to read this to you and everything, but today we need to celebrate the work and the life of a great man and great West Virginian, a great American, a great patriot, someone who served our nation and this state and my administration, and absolutely I am so proud to tell you today that we're announcing the transition of General Hoyer as part of the next 4 years of my administration. General Hoyer has spent 40 years in uniform. He doesn't look it, but he's 109 years old now. No, I'm just teasing. But he spent 40 years in uniform and almost 10 years as our Adjutant General of the National Guard. He and his wife, Amy, have spent their entire life together in military service. They have 2 sons, one who serves as an NCIS agent and one who's full-time in the National Guard. The General and I had this discussion recently, but we had this discussion as well a good while back, where he expressed his desire to retire from the uniform, but he wanted to continue to serve the state. He said he wanted to continue to work with me to move our state forward, but in a different role. He also told me he wanted to continue to be part of my leadership team leading our state COVID response and preparing for vaccine distribution. I agreed that we would develop a plan for him to play a key role for me, but in a different status. Many of you know that General Hoyer was also a key part of my team that helped convince Hyperloop to come to West Virginia. And we need his leadership to move forward with Hyperloop as well. You know, Hyperloop gives us opportunities beyond belief. Our general has also been a leader in our efforts to repurpose surface mine sites and leverage the capabilities of the coal industry to give us other opportunities in the national security field. I want to continue to grow these opportunities, these defense opportunities as well. So, what did we do? You know, the general is relocating to Morgantown. I think he'll tell you in a few minutes, you know, how that works with his family so much better. So we worked with Dr. Gee at West Virginia University to establish an opportunity for General Hoyer to continue his work with me and my administration and do great work with Hyperloop and many other projects, as well as our coal industry and our surface mine development of national defense, you know, possibilities and on and on. General Hoyer, very happily, I am saying now, because I know this is what he wants to do in his life. General Hoyer will serve as a senior associate vice president at WVU as he carries out these duties. He will be the leader of our joint interagency task force on vaccination. He will continue to be a key member of my COVID advisory team. He will also help me work important economic development projects such as Hyperloop. He has and continues to be a great friend, a great leader, a great person for the state of West Virginia. And Kathy and I are excited for him and Amy and their entire family as they enter a new chapter. And our general continues to serve me in this great state, and I could not be happier. I could not be more honored. In addition, with General Hoyer's full recommendation, I am now appointing Brigadier General Bill Crane to serve as the new Adjutant General and lead our West Virginia National Guard. This transition will occur on January 4th, 2021. At this time, with great pleasure, I give you General Jim Hoyer. What a man, great man.
Thank you, Governor. thought this was going to be easy, but I think it might be a little bit more emotional than what I thought. Governor, I remember specifically 3 meetings that I've had with you over the past 4.5 years, even before you were governor. And the first one was in your office in Greenbrier County and I remember it because I have great respect for both Coach Nealon and Coach Pruitt, and you were with them, and you had asked me to come down and talk about what can we do to take care of the people of West Virginia impacted by the 2016 flood. And I remember you looked at me then and said, what do? We have got to take care of the people of West Virginia. I remember the meeting the night that you called me to the office on a Sunday evening to take responsibility for the RISE program. And you made the same statement. We've got to take care of the people of West Virginia. And then a couple of Sundays ago, late one evening, in a discussion, I remember you saying, Hoyer, I love you like a brother, but we got to figure out how to do more. We've got to get a hold of this. So, Governor, I plan on taking both of those things and just letting people know while I may be changing uniforms, my intent is to still be with you to take care of the people of West Virginia and figure out how to do more. Almost 40 years in uniform. Next spring, I turn 60. That's the mandatory retirement date for a general officer without a waiver. And as I thought about it, and Amy and I talked about it, and the things that were going on that we're dealing with from a leadership standpoint, I felt it would be most appropriate to come to you and say, I think it's time for me to go ahead and step out in uniform, let somebody else focus on taking care of the soldiers and airmen of the Guard day to day, so I can focus with you on pandemic response and vaccine distribution and those economic development opportunities that you talked about. So, I can't ever thank you enough for the confidence that you had in me and Amy to lead the Guard, but more importantly, to be a part of the team doing great things for West Virginia. Again, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the pandemic, press events. I'm not leaving the leadership team. I'm just changing uniforms. Thanks to you and Dr. Gee for giving me the opportunity to work that out. My youngest son lives in the Morgantown area. Our oldest son, hopefully in the next year and a half, will be moving back towards DC or Pittsburgh in his role with NCIS, and it allows Amy and I to be closer to our kids. She's got a great opportunity as a nurse with West Virginia University as well, and I appreciate you allowing me to continue to be part of your leadership team, just in a different role. And my commitment to you is we will continue to take care of the people of West Virginia, and we will figure out how to do more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can never thank you enough for your friendship, and I can never thank you enough for what you've done for this great state. There's a real hero, everybody. And honest and Pete, if anybody doesn't believe that, they're out of their mind. But that's a superstar and a real hero.